Hello everyone, welcome to my channel SW Metro official channel.
During the mid-season break, Sister Wives, Tony isn't buying what Meri is selling. Hey, Sister Wives fans. In a real-time video post, let's talk about Tony Padron and what he has to say about Meri Brown. However, in true Tony style, he goes a little too far. Tony's comment about Meri became so bizarre that Kody had to change the subject. Sister Wives, Tony Padron and Michael Brown Padron latest offerings. Kody Brown Padron and Tony Padron do a weekly live fan event on Patreon. They watch episodes from the long-ago Sister Wives seasons and comment on what they see. Fans text the couple questions at the same time, to which Tony and Kody respond. So what did we learn this week? A lot of stuff. Let's start with the trivial, but interesting, bits of info that these two shared. We know Tony and Kody moved to North Carolina because Tony got a job offer he couldn't refuse. He's a chess expert, and now he works for one of the biggest chess instruction centers in the country. It is in North Carolina. When they first told the Sister Wives fans about the move, Kody said it was a good way for them to distance themselves from all the family drama. So, she agreed to the move. But Tony classified the move as, basically for my chess career, it was huge. After that, Kody informs us that Tony has some openings for students. If that's the case, you could sign up to have Tony Padron teach you how to play chess. So, if you live in the Wilmington, North Carolina, area, and want to learn how to play chess or get better at it, Tony might be the guy for you. Tony and Kody joined the family's move to the East Coast. Kody and Tony live in Wilmington, a few hours away from Meri Brown Brush, Kody's half-sibling from Sister Wives. Meri and her 6 family members reside in Greenville. Then there is Janelle, who lives in Chocowinity, close to Meri's house. Tony and Kody just came back from visiting Meri, which is a couple of hours away from where they live. Tony says Meri and husband, Caleb Brush, have a lot on their plate today after the recent birth to their 4th child. It sounded like a fun visit, according to Kody, but also a chaotic visit, as far as Tony was concerned. Sister Wives, no clue. Moving right along, Tony Padron and Kody Brown Padron filmed this video just a few days ago. So you would think they would know the date season 19 returns for its second half. However, they were unaware of the air date. This astonished the fans. Especially since TLC has been announcing this for a couple of weeks now, both on the screen and online. Then Kody said she called her mom, Christine Brown Woolley, and she didn't know the start date either. But that stunned the fans even more because TLC has been running the promo announcing the start date of April 20th way before they did this video. The Sister Wives fans were quick to message the couple in real time to give them the date. But that seemed to surprise Kody. She even said she would need to confirm this. So, they seemed out of touch on that one. The tall house, with Meri Brown. We learned a few things about Kody Brown and his wife's past housing problems. Sister Wives fans probably didn't know that Meri Brown and her child once lived with Christine and her kids. Kody talks about a house you haven't heard about that was 7 stories tall. It was in West Jordan, Utah, where they first moved after living in Wyoming. And believe it or not, Meri moved into this tall house, which was Christine's home, yes, with Christine there. This was odd to hear because these two ladies have a lot of friction between them. Christine didn't like the way Meri treated her kids and wasn't shy about sharing that. So during another big move for the family before the Sister Wives cameras were around, for a few months, Meri was Christine's roommate. Kody Brown, what do you think? Kody and Tony didn't say a word about their reported estrangement from Kody Brown, despite telling fans about it a while back. So, instead of using that as an excuse for not visiting her father and Robin, Kody said something else. She replied no when a fan inquired if they had recently visited Kody. However, they now reside on the East Coast, so that was the reason. She stated that they are unable to afford the cost of 5 plane seats or the time off to visit her father and his single wife. That was a far cry from the previous belief that they no longer communicate with them. Next, it is all about Meri. So, Tony and Kody made it through the trivial stuff on this new video, without any jaws dropping for Sister Wives fans. But when they discussed the topic of Meri Brown having another baby, that is where Tony went off course. And raised some eyebrows. They watched an episode from season 4 where Meri debated using Robin as a surrogate mother so that she could have another child. The plan was to use Meri's egg, fertilized by Kody in a petri dish, then plant the egg in Robin. T and Tony watched as Meri seemed to struggle with this. But she finally decided she didn't want another child and declined Robin's offer. T felt that Meri wasn't invested in having another child, possibly because of the pain she could face if this in vitro fertilization didn't take. But Tony used a rather strange analogy to explain Meri's dilemma. Sister wives, Tony throws Meri to the dogs. Tony offered up his theory as to why Meri declined a baby via Robin. He says it is like having a dog that dies. You don't want to get another one because you don't want to go through the pain of another dog eventually dying. So, to save herself the pain of in vitro not taking hold, Meri opted out altogether. And according to the world as seen by Tony, the same applies to your dog dying. That pain makes you not want another puppy. T asked her husband if he realizes he just compared pregnancy to having a dog. Oh yeah, Tony agreed that is just what he is saying. That was the end of the dog-puppy debate. Meri's anger issues surface? T. Brown Padron thought that when Meri Brown decided not to have more children, this seemed to be the starting point of Meri's anger towards T. and her many siblings. T. said instead of Meri stepping up and being that other mother for all of Kody's kids, she became angry. And we have heard about Meri's anger issues from some of the other kids. Padon Brown, Christine's son, said Meri wasn't safe to be around when they were kids. Maddie blew up the internet a while back when fans believed she was calling Meri the monster from her childhood. So, it seems T. thinks this is what put Meri on a tangent of anger that the kids seem to vividly remember. So, there you have it, from the tall house that Christine Brown lived in, to Tony throwing Meri Brown to the dogs. T. and Tony Padron offer up a few scoops during the Sister Wives hiatus. The real reason Christine Brown wanted David Woolley to lose weight from Sister Wives. Christine Brown, star of Sister Wives, recently revealed that David Woolley, her husband, has lost weight. They got married in October 2023, so they have only been married for a short time. Christine met David soon after divorcing Kody Brown, her polygamist husband of 27 years. David and Christine fell in love right away after meeting each other on an online dating site. They were even looking for wedding venues after just a month of dating. Christine was the first of Kody's wives to walk away from the marriage, soon followed by 2 others. By the time Sister Wives season 19 finished airing, 3 of Kody's 4 wives had left the plural family. For Christine, she was done with polygamy. She didn't like being Kody's 3rd wife, even though she was raised in a polygamist household. She always felt like she was being neglected by Kody, especially after he married his 4th wife, Robin Brown. Her marriage to David is strictly monogamous, and she finally has the loving relationship she always wanted. She recently assisted her new husband in losing weight, and she had good reasons for wanting him to do so. David shrunk by 25 pounds. Christine focused more on her health after she left Kody and lost more than 40 pounds. Christine posted photos taken prior to and following her 40-pound weight loss in a post that has since been removed. Starting March 1st, I'm launching a 30-day weight loss challenge, and this one is all about you, is the caption that Christine included in her photo. The star of Sister Wives season 19 plans to shed even more pounds and motivate others to do the same. Christine's weight loss journey inspired David to go on his own. Christine recently posted before and after photos, and David lost an impressive 25 pounds. He appears so different, even younger. Christine's caption read, "David's blood sugar is so much better, and we both have amazing energy." Given that Christine had never posted anything about David's weight before, the photos were a surprising revelation. The reason David decided to lose weight. In a recent Instagram post, Christine and David dived deeper into his weight loss journey. 1 week before their wedding, they found out that David had diabetes. He got serious about losing weight because his health was in jeopardy. David finally listened to Christine about Plexus products and tried one of them. His blood sugar is looking so much better, writes Christine, adding, and he's down 20 pounds. I couldn't be more pleased with him. Christine had worked with Plexus for a while, which is how she lost weight. Christine and David make a great team. Christine and David work well together in other ways besides losing weight together. They have purchased a number of short-term rental properties in Moab, Utah, and have been rapidly expanding their Airbnb empire. During Sister Wives Season 19, Christine and David spent time in Moab when they were first dating, and the place clearly has a lot of emotional significance for the couple. Christine has written posts about a number of their properties, the most recent of which she dubbed the Hurricane House. Her caption reads, in part, "It's close to Zion's Sand Hollow, and so many hiking and riding trails." In the clip, Christine and David show the viewers around the adorable house, with each bedroom decorated with a theme. In an effort to entice viewers of the show, there are also photos of Sister Wives on one wall. Janelle from Sister Wives' sparkling new look demonstrates her post-split confidence. As Kody divides the family's Coyote Pass land, she is radiantly planning to build a new home in North Carolina. Sister Wives star Janelle Brown has always been very attractive, and her big heart is a big part of why. As a result of a life change that appears to be giving her strength and inner peace, she has recently been displaying a more glamorous image. She is radiant as Janelle puts her mind, body, and spirit first. Without hardening Janelle, the experiences she has gone through have shaped her. Janelle is a kind person who has been through a lot. She must have felt like the world was coming to an end when she lost her son, Garrison Brown. A loved child is priceless, and Janelle was a wonderful mother to Garrison. Perhaps to help his ex, Kody Brown recently granted Janelle and Meri Brown 2 greater shares of the Brown family's Coyote Pass land. Although Janelle may be thankful, she does not require assistance from a man, she is fine on her own. In point of fact, she has established her own identity. In this instance, a diamond has been formed by pressure. Janelle has a diamond heart. Also, Janelle does. Many Sister Wives fans, including me, really care about Janelle. She doesn't have to look a certain way or reach a particular weight on the bathroom scale for us. We love her because she's sincere, open about her ups and downs, and so earthy and real. Janelle is a strong woman who has been through a lot, and she handles her problems with grace. She is radiant and beaming above, dressed in a sheer black dress with a sparkling neckline. It's so good to see her happy. Because Janelle is so strong without being mean, I admire her. Sure, Janelle has issues with Kody, but for decades, she was the calm, sensible one who tried to steer their spiritual union in a positive direction. She eventually gave up and attacked Kody in Season 19 of Sister Wives. Despite this, it was simple to sympathize with her situation. In love with a man whose heart belongs to Robin Brown, she could never be truly happy. After that, the pandemic struck, causing a lot of confusion and isolation. She tried to parent alone. Anyone who has done this knows it's no easy task. The children, including Gabriel and Garrison Brown, missed their father and felt alone without him. Janelle did too. It's tragic that she lost her child after all of this. Janelle has had her fair share of pain, and most women can relate to at least some of it. Who hasn't had their stress and their doubts, their dark nights of the soul? Who hasn't been let down by a partner at some point? Who hasn't found parenting tough? It's terrible that on top of all these problems, she had to deal with terrible grief. However, as can be seen in her picture above, nothing can dampen this wonderful woman's spirit. She's got a light in her eyes, a luminous look that is all about hope and good energy. A possible sale of a Coyote Pass could be profitable for Janelle. I've noticed a pattern of Kody's exes blooming like roses after ending their spiritual unions with him. Janelle has lost 100 pounds, as you can see in the video above. The black dress with the diamond neckline that she was wearing earlier just shows how well her fitness journey has gone. She's lean and seems quite happy. Meri and Christine Brown both appear stunning. Now that Kody's given her a bigger share of the Coyote Pass land, Janelle may be able to solve another problem. She might alleviate Janelle's financial issues, which have plagued her ever since she left Kody. She asserts that he was in charge of their finances, and Janelle was in charge of the Brown family's accounting. Kody disagreed, stating that she had the same amount as Janelle when she left her marriage.